Hey, today we are gonna see two ways for playing Old Town Road. So, in first we will see how to play the intro and chords directly at the same tone. In second we will see another time the intro and chords but with the real chord for a better sound. And at the end I show you all rhythm and details. Let's go! So, for start, you put the first finger to the 4th fret at the E string and the middle finger to the 5th fret on the G string. Now we go to the 2nd fret on the A and B string. Just get up the first finger on E string and just take off the first finger. So we have here we will use the same chord position for all chords and we start on the 4th fret. We go to the 7th, to the 2nd and to the E chord. But if you want, you can keep the same finger because it's the same position. So we have it's the same chords throughout the song. So just practice for change chords easily. Now we got to see how to play with the real chords, but if you want to play the same key as the original, you need to down half tone. But don't worry, here we don't touch the guitar tuning. Okay, now we're gonna play with 3 strings. Take a look at which finger I'm using and how I move. The same strings. We change the bass string. And we end with the first finger. Okay, another time. Okay, now if you want more details, you can play the first chord like this. And the little finger. And if you prefer, you can play the bass just on the first beat, like this. We start with the A major chord. If you want, you can use these 3 fingers or just the first finger. And if you want, you can mute the E string. After you put together these 2 fingers and we have the C at 2, the G and the F chord. And if you want, you can play it with this position. So we have if you play the intro with your finger and the rhythmic with your pick, you need to know change the pick position in your hand. So you must practice this move. It's very important to know how to do this. So we play like this. Okay, so just you down without touching, down and up. With the count, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Now with the chords. Okay, now we play all the beats, but you need to block the string at the second beat. Another time. Now on the C, you need to block the E string all the time with your middle finger. Or if you want, with your thumb. And for the second beat, we must to block the G string because it's open. So practice this move. It's the same for the G. And the F chord. So it looks like this. Now it's the same, but just you play the second beat slowly. Another time. And on chords. Okay, now it's one rhythm for two chords. For the first chord, it's the same as before. And on the second chord, another time. So the two first chords. Okay, now on the G it's the same. And for the F chord, so we have with all the chords. Okay, now we just play the first and the third beat. But it's better if you play all the beats with your hand. In this way you never lose the beat and you play more exactly. You can practice like this. Okay, now with the chords. The basic way, but the more difficult. So now you can use the hole in the rhythmic for move the pick in your hand. So it looks like this.